Have you ever felt your mind like a fierce storm trapped in a tiny teacup? A storm of rambling thoughts, nameless worries, and 1,000 distractions, making it impossible to focus on even a single page of a book? If so, then this story is for you. This is the journey of a young man named Victor and 5 ancient secrets that changed his life forever. Victor was an intelligent, ambitious student, but he had an archenemy: distraction. Every time he sat down to study, the world around him seemed to conspire against him. The bird song outside his window suddenly became more captivating than any complex theorem. A notification from his phone held more allure than even the most crucial chapter for his upcoming exam. Victor's mind, like a restless little monkey, incessantly leaped from branch to branch, from one thought to another, never settling down. He felt exhausted, guilty, and disheartened. Piles of books, high as mountains, only made him feel smaller and more helpless. In his despair, Victor heard rumors of a wise sage living secluded on a high mountain, one who held the secrets of tranquility and focus. It was said that he could teach anyone how to master their mind. Without a moment's hesitation, Victor decided to set off. After many days of traversing mountains and streams, he finally reached the ancient monastery nestled peacefully amidst the clouds. The sage, with kind eyes and a serene smile, welcomed him as if he had been long awaited. Victor presented his plight, speaking of the monkey in his mind that would never settle. The sage listened patiently, then slowly led Victor to an ancient study filled with thousands of old books. He offered Victor no magic spell or elixir. Instead, he imparted 5 lessons, 5 ancient secrets contemplated by masters through centuries. The first lesson, the sage said, was to find the lighthouse in the fog. He pointed to a thick, dust-laden history book and asked Victor, "How do you perceive this book?" Victor honestly replied, "Master, it's dry and tedious. I have to study it to pass the exam, but I truly can't focus on it." The sage smiled. "That's because you only see the boat but not the harbor. You study merely to pass the exam. That is a weak reason, easily capsized by the waves of boredom. Find a greater reason, a lighthouse of your own. Ask yourself, how will studying this subject, however tedious, help you achieve a noble goal in life? What cherished value does it connect to?" Victor pondered for a long time. He realized he had always dreamed of becoming a teacher, someone who could inspire the younger generation. Understanding history, its roots, would help him become a more profound teacher. Suddenly, that dry history book was no longer a burden. It became a necessary brick for him to build his dream. The lighthouse had appeared. The reason for learning, personal purpose, was the first key to unlock the door of focus. The second lesson the sage called the art of sips of tea. He assigned Victor a seemingly simple task, to copy a chapter from a book. But there was a rule. After copying each short paragraph, Victor had to pause, put down his pen, and drink a sip of hot tea. Initially, Victor found this time-consuming. He wanted to rush through to finish the work. But gradually, he realized its magic. Each time he paused for tea, he acknowledged his effort. "I've completed a paragraph," he told himself. These small victories created a positive flow of motivation. Instead of feeling guilty every time his mind wandered, he began to look forward to the reward of the next sip of tea. The sage explained, "The human mind cannot be stretched like a bowstring indefinitely. Divide the long journey into countless small steps and celebrate each step you've taken. Celebrating small victories will help you build momentum just as tiny drops of water gather to form a river." It also teaches you self-compassion, that distraction is natural, and what matters is how you return, not that you strayed. By the third day, Victor still found his mind occasionally distracted by the outside world. The sage observed him for a moment, then spoke of the third secret: build a sanctuary. He led Victor out of the breezy study. where birdsong and sunlight filtered through the cracks to a small, completely bare room. In the room, there was only a wooden table, a candle, and Victor's stack of books. Your outer space affects your inner space, the sage said. You cannot expect a calm lake if you keep dropping pebbles into it. Every unnecessary item in sight, every irrelevant sound, and especially that magic window connecting you to the noisy world out there, your phone, is a pebble. Create a sacred space for learning, a place solely for you and knowledge. When you step into this sanctuary, your mind will automatically understand. It's time to focus. Victor followed his advice. He realized that by eliminating external distractions, the internal battle within his mind also became much easier. Even with the space quieted, the monkey in Victor's head occasionally rebelled. That's when the sage taught him the fourth, perhaps most crucial lesson: gently tame the monkey mind. Many people make a mistake, he said. They try to fight, scold, or chain that monkey. But the more you fight it, the wilder it becomes. Don't do that. He handed Victor a small piece of rope. Imagine your attention is this rope. Your task is the book before you. Every time the monkey in your mind leaps away, swinging onto a thought of the past or a worry about the future, don't get angry. Gently notice, the monkey is playing again. Then, with the patience of a mother coaxing her child, slowly, tenderly lead it back to the book. The first time, you might have to do this 10 times in a minute. That's perfectly fine. The second time, perhaps 9. Gradually, the monkey will understand that staying with you is a safe and peaceful place. Taming, not suppressing. That is the path of patience and self-understanding. Finally, before each study session, the sage taught Victor the 5th secret, an introductory ritual called 2 minutes of stillness. He instructed Victor to sit upright, close his eyes, and do nothing but focus entirely on his breath for 2 minutes. Feel the air entering through your nose, filling your chest and slowly leaving, he guided. This is a warm-up exercise for the mind. Just as an athlete must warm up their muscles before a competition, you also need to warm up your focus muscles. These 2 minutes create a quiet space, a bridge between the chaotic outer world and the serene inner space. It signals to the mind, everything else can wait. Now is the time for deep concentration. Victor practiced this exercise daily and realized its astonishing power in calming the inner storm before he began his work. Many weeks passed. Victor was no longer the young man struggling in helplessness. He had learned to find his lighthouse, to celebrate small steps, to create a sacred learning space, to gently guide his mind back, and to begin each day with stillness. The day Victor left the mountain, he bowed in gratitude to the sage. "I will never forget these lessons," he said. The sage merely smiled. "These secrets are not mine. They are ancient wisdom, belonging to all who are patient enough to listen and practice. Carry them with you, not as a burden, but as tools in the toolkit of your soul." Victor's story can also be your story. Modern life constantly seeks to pull us in 100 different directions. But within each person, there is always the capacity to find stillness. Start by finding your reason, celebrating small victories, clearing your space, being patient with the monkey mind, and taking 2 minutes to breathe. Focus is not a gift bestowed, but a garden that needs to be cultivated daily with persistence and self-love.